Storytelling is one of the most powerful tools we have. Did you know that people remember stories 22 times more than they remember facts? That's right, stories stick in our minds far longer than cold, hard data. In fact, 92% of consumers say they prefer content that feels like a story, not an ad. Yet, despite this, many of us feel like we're not natural storytellers. But what if I told you that anyone can become a great storyteller, no matter their background or experience? Yes, even you. You don't need to be born with this skill, it's something you can develop over time with the right techniques. In this video, we're going to dive deep into what makes storytelling so powerful and break down simple but game-changing strategies you can start using right away. From mastering silence to creating a personal story arc, these tips will help you capture attention, build connection, and leave your audience wanting more. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to tell unforgettable stories that make an impact, whether you're speaking to one person or 1,000. Ready to become a storytelling pro? Let's get started. Chapter 1: Unlocking the Power of Silence. Mastering the unspoken. Silence is one of the most underrated tools in storytelling. Often, we think we need to fill every moment with words, but it's the pauses that create tension, drama, and connection. Take a moment to reflect on your favorite stories. Think about those small silences, when the character hesitates, when the tension builds. These moments often speak louder than any dialogue. Studies show that 90% of human communication is non-verbal, which means silence can say more than words ever will. In storytelling, silence doesn't mean emptiness. It means allowing your audience space to think, to process. In movies, this is often seen when the camera lingers on a character's face, allowing us to feel their emotions. You can do this with your words too. The longer you wait before delivering an important line, the more power it holds. You see, silence is the backdrop against which your words shine. Master the pause, and you'll hold your audience's attention like never before. Practice it in everyday conversations. When telling a story, give your audience time to digest what you've said. Let them reflect before you move on. A famous quote from The Art of Silence by Eckhart Tolle sums it up: "Silence is not an absence. It is the presence of something far greater than words. Learn to embrace it, and watch your storytelling transform." Chapter 2: The Inner Hero's Journey. Crafting your personal story arc. Every great story follows a journey. But here's the twist: it's your journey. You don't need to create fictional characters to make a compelling story. Your life has its own unique arc, filled with challenges, triumphs, and transformations. Did you know that 71% of people say they enjoy stories about personal growth because they can relate to them? Take a moment to think of the most powerful moments of your life. There was a beginning, a conflict, a transformation, and a resolution. That's the hero's journey, and you are the hero. Whether you're telling a story about overcoming a fear or achieving a goal, you can use this structure to give your narrative depth. Don't just focus on the high points of your life. Embrace the failures, the moments where you stumbled. As author Brené Brown says, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. It's in these struggles that the most compelling stories are born. Start with the challenge you faced. What was your call to adventure? What obstacles stood in your way? How did you evolve? Telling your personal story like this not only connects with your audience but allows them to see themselves in your journey. Chapter 3: The Magic of Micro Details. How tiny moments create big impact. The magic of storytelling often lies in the smallest details. While big plot twists and dramatic moments are important, it's the little things that make your story memorable. Think about your favorite book or movie. It's often the small, unexpected moments, like a character's nervous smile or a fleeting glance, that stick with us long after the story ends. Psychologists call this the power of micro details. Research shows that 80% of what we remember from a story comes from those subtle, sensory details. Think about a smell, a sound, or a texture that instantly transports you to a place or time. Your audience will feel the same when you incorporate these elements into your stories. Don't just describe the scene, make it alive. Rather than saying, "The room was messy," try, "A half-empty coffee cup sat on the cluttered desk, surrounded by scattered papers." This tiny change brings your story to life in a way general descriptions can't. The key is observation. Start paying attention to the little things in your surroundings. These details are like breadcrumbs, leading your audience into the world you've created. A tiny detail can bring your story to life and make it unforgettable. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on becoming a great storyteller. Let's move on to the next chapter. Chapter 4, The Art of Vulnerability. Why your weakness is your strength. We all have weaknesses. The trick to great storytelling is embracing them, not hiding them. Vulnerability creates connection. According to a study by the University of California, people are 67% more likely to engage with a story if they perceive the storyteller as authentic and emotionally open. In Daring Greatly, Brené Brown explains, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. In stories, vulnerability is the bridge that connects us to others. Think about it, how often do you connect with someone because of the shared struggles or imperfections? It's these moments of honesty that make us human. When you open up about your challenges and imperfections, you invite others to do the same. This creates a powerful bond between you and your audience. Don't be afraid to show your struggles. In fact, highlight them. It's through overcoming obstacles that we grow, and it's these moments that your audience will remember. So, share your flaws, your mistakes, and how they shaped you. Vulnerability turns ordinary moments into powerful narratives. Chapter 5, Ebb and Flow, Harnessing the Rhythm of Your Story. Every great story has rhythm. It's not just about what happens but how it unfolds. Pacing is everything. You wouldn't want a story to be all fast-paced or all slow. It would lose the emotional highs and lows that make it gripping. In fact, studies have shown that 87% of audiences say they're more engaged with stories that have a balanced pace. Rhythm is created through contrast. Think about a suspenseful scene in a movie, followed by a quiet, reflective moment. This ebb and flow of tension and release keeps the audience on the edge of their seats. If you keep everything at a constant level, your story can feel monotonous. Use pacing to guide your audience through the emotional landscape of your story. Slow down during key moments. Let your audience sit with the emotions. Then, speed up when it's time for action. It's the variation in rhythm that gives your story its pulse. Remember, every great storyteller knows when to give their audience a breather and when to drive forward. Play with this balance, and you'll keep them hooked from start to finish. Chapter 6, From Idea to Impact. Building your storytelling brand. Great stories don't just stay on paper, they live in the world, making an impact. As a storyteller, your personal brand is how you deliver and share your story with the world. It's about consistency, voice, and how you communicate your unique perspective. Studies show that personal branding can increase your influence by 63%. Your storytelling brand is made up of your values, your style, and the stories that only you can tell. But how do you start? It all begins with identifying your niche. What makes your story different from everyone else's? Is it your sense of humor, your perspective on life, or your passion for a particular subject? Once you identify your niche, make sure to consistently deliver your message across all platforms. Whether it's YouTube, a podcast, or a blog, your voice should remain the same. This consistency helps build trust with your audience. In Show Your Work, Austin Kleon says, "Don't wait until you know who you are to get started. In fact, starting is often the best way to figure out who you are as a storyteller." Share your stories, refine them, and let your brand grow. Ultimately, your storytelling brand is about more than just telling stories. It's about creating a space where people feel heard and understood. Tell your story with purpose, and you'll make a lasting impact. By following these 6 chapters, you can unlock your potential as a great storyteller. Whether you're embracing silence, showing vulnerability, or perfecting your pacing, these strategies will help you connect deeply with your audience and craft stories that leave a lasting impact. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe for more storytelling tips.